Hi.
Good evening. How are you?
Fine, fantastic.
Okay. My name is Bhuvna and I'm joining you from Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
Right. I've been teaching for the last 11 years and I just love my job. So tell me something about yourself.
Yeah, definitely. I would like to. I worked for Indian Railways for 35 years,
Wow.
and I retired from Ministry of Railways, Delhi, in 2021. Then I enrolled myself in IGNU, Indira Gandhi National
Indira
Open
Gandhi.
University.
Yeah.
I
Open
started.
University.
I
Yeah.
yeah, I started teaching to be an honor student in English, and at the same time, I started running my spoken English classes at my residence. So I'm running still, and this is about me.
So what is your goal behind joining Englishyaari?
The goal behind this is actually just I want to sit where you are sitting.
Okay. Okay. That's pretty honest. I like that. Good. 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 How long have you been here on this
Uh,
platform?
yeah, it's, this platform I have been, I think, for 2 years. 23
Oh,
I joined. Yeah,
wow. Right. You speak well.
yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe one thing actually that
Mhm.
we Indians focus very much on grammar, whereas when I watch movies, Mr. Hollywood, Bollywood, so they don't focus on grammar. But in India, actually, we are here to uh, catch the grammatical mistakes. And the same thing I have observed in English area also. Whenever I speak, they are not worried about the content, how beautiful content I am giving. They are worried about where he uses don't and doesn't and do or does. So but okay, because then I what I say actually that when they find this type of mistakes, I say actually it is your miss job. You have been told to find out the mistakes, otherwise you why will you be paid?
I guess, language is all about communication. And if the other person understands what you're trying to convey, and if you're able to convey what you are thinking of, I think it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Yes, you are
Yeah,
right.
in that's my opinion. And yes, a little bit of grammar is required. I normally do correct the grammar part of it, but I do not go into the technical terms of that those like past, participle, present. I don't go into the technical details because it will confuse the learner more and more.
Yeah, definitely.
It
And
will
and
confuse.
I tell you, I watch many videos. I'm follower of Sasi Tharoor actually, and he is my idol. But what happens when he makes mistakes? Then I just get disheartened. I think Sasi Tharoor makes mistake, and I am told, why do you make mistake? So then I thought that mistake can be made by anybody,
Of
but we
course.
should try to avoid it. And when Sasi Tharoor makes mistakes, he correct him immediately himself. So similarly, we can do it. And when I teach my students, I tell the same. When Sasi Tharoor can make mistake, I can make mistake, and when I can make mistake, you can make mistake.
Right. Right. No, this is not our native language, so everybody is bound to make mistakes here
Definitely.
and there. It
and
happens.
and we learn from mistakes, no?
Right. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. So
Yeah,
that's how it is. That's how it is.
okay.
So what do you want to do today? What do you want to talk about?
No, whatever topic is given by Englishyaari, I can discuss. You can ask anything because I always like to discuss topics which is given by
Right.
Englishyaari.
Right. So let's talk about the education system in India because you're into it. So let's talk about the education system in India and how you think it should change, or is it okay as it is? Where do you find the scope for growth and development? Where do you find the pitfalls?
See, in India, first of all, the problem is not the education. Problem is politicians or politics who are who want it, who want it to run in the same way, and that is why it is running. I tell you very simple example. Grammar is very important. You people are here to correct grammar, and the education system is reducing grammar. You can see that books of 10th or 10th 12th class, they have reduced a lot. And when you go for competitive exams, you go for to crack the IUPSS exam or SSC or any exam, they ask again grammar, not
Correct.
only little, full grammar.
Elaborate.
So yeah, yeah, full grammar, complete grammar course is asked in this exam. So don't you think that it is injustice with the students when
Yes.
they were not taught complete grammar in the classes? Why are they being asked here, and why are they not taught there? Why it is so that they are reducing grammar, whereas grammar is asked in all the competitive exams? By after cracking those exams, they have to get job. So this is first thing I would like to tell you. Second thing, the way of teaching is totally wrong, and that is why people who have completed masters, even PhD, are struggling to speak English
Correct.
because they have never been taught how to speak English. They were taught to learn the questions, write the answers, pass the exams,
Correct.
get 90% or 95%. No problem. But what happens actually? Society expects that this person is masters, PhD, must be speaking very good English. And when he doesn't speak good English, then they make laugh, they make fun of him. So this is also the government policy, education policy. They must correct it. What they should do actually, similar, simply, I tell you, like they teach comprehension. Comprehension is very good. That topic is given, questions have to be
Yes.
answered, but at the same time, students must be compelled or forced to speak in the classes, and teachers themselves should speak in classes English. They English teachers sometimes speak Hindi in the classes. Why it is so? Why it is so? When I ask many students who are studying in English medium, then I ask, your teacher speaks in English? No, sir. Sometimes. Why it is sometimes? At least one subject which is English must be spoken in English only, and must be taught in English only.
Right.
And not only this, the students must be asked to speak the questions you have learned at home. Speak here. I'll answer the questions. Teachers must ask the question, and they must answer in English. They must speak. So they must be actually given such kind of teaching or training so that they can speak English. And that is why Indians are struggling to learn this language. And that is why Englishyaari or clapping or flourishing, because everybody is there who to learn, and that is why they are definitely Englishyaari is doing very well, because I have seen all the other apps also. Englishyaari is doing very well. What Englishyaari is doing very well, I tell you, the same thing which I have discussed in the beginning. The topics are given,
Right.
and at least the student can prepare the topic,
Right.
and then the expert asks the topic, or what do you know about topic, he can speak at least for 25 minutes. So this kind of teaching must be there in schools also.
Hmm.
So this is the second thing. Third thing, when, at least if you are not teaching, okay, but at least tell the student the technique, the trick,
Right.
how can he improve, how he can improve. Like LSRW everybody says, but never says how to use this LSRW.
Correct.
L
Absolutely.
it is actually the sequence, you cannot
Correct.
disturb the sequence.
Correct.
Listening and speaking is very very correlative, and that is how we learned our mother tongue in childhood. When we were child, we learned those this is Hindi or any mother tongue by this method only. We listened and spoke. So this is the first thing. Then second part is comes reading and
Reading and
writing,
writing.
which was taught in the school when we went to school after 4 years or 6 years. Then we learned how to read and write. it
Correct.
means it means there is no need of reading and writing in speaking.
Mm,
We
yeah,
can learn speaking without those things, those skills. Two skills are not important. Only listening and speaking is important to speak good English. Where it, in these two skills must be emphasized by the schools and colleges, so the students will never struggle to speak English. So these are
very
the
true.
things, actually. These are the things which our government, our education minister must do. But actually, I believe that they are getting a lot of money as a donation from those institutes who
Correct.
are running college institute to teach spoken English. So they are getting a lot of money from them, and that is why they are instigating the provoking them to, okay, do it. Don't worry, I am reducing grammar, and the students will come to you. That is how it is politics only. And I tell you, when Chetan Bhagat, I was just reading a book of Chetan Bhagat, and he told in that book that uh, when he went to Hong Kong, first time he got a job in bank after doing MBA, IIT MBA, and then
I
he
am.
real, yeah, I am Ahmedabad. He did MBA and IIT from mechanical engineering. He did. So after that, he joined the job in Hong Kong, and then he realized that our politicians were telling a lie. They did not do much for us. When he saw Hong Kong, the beautiful city, then he realized actually we were being fooled. We were told wrong that these ministers, these politicians did for India something. No, they did not. They didn't want to do. And that is how he started talking to he left the job because he was writer, so he started writing, and his books did well, so he left the job. And then he came to India, and again starting,
Yeah.
because movies are made on his books, like Three Idiots and
Yeah.
one more movie. So that is how everybody knows the fact, but nobody wants to change the system because of that corruption. The base is corruption. I tell you, this accident happened 1 week ago or 1.5 week ago. The aeroplane crashed in Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad. Yeah.
I tell you, they have been silent now. Why? They don't want to expose it. Even black boxes were found, everything is
Found.
done,
Yeah.
but
They're
they
not
are
coming
they
out with
are
it.
mum, they are kept quiet. They have been kept quiet. They have been silent now because they don't want to disclose, because the Boeing company would have given a
Money. Yeah.
lot. Don't speak, take 600 crores. Enjoy your life.
Very true.
So why it is so? Why it is? What is this? Why is this injustice happening with our students? And I don't like this. If I become education minister, first of all, I will change the system. This is not correct system. We are just cheating with our students. So
Correct.
what do you think?
That was good. That was very good. I enjoyed it and very insightful also. And you spoke from the heart, and it is true. Absolutely, I agree with you 100%. But at the same time, don't you think children are under more pressure now than when we were studying? You know, relatively, if you ask me, the standard has come down. The education standard has definitely come down. But I think the children are under more pressure. Studying has become a burden these days. Don't you agree?
Definitely, I agree,
Why
because
is that? Why
yeah,
is that
I
imbalance?
I tell you, I tell you, just you go into your past when you were child, how teachers used to teach. Two one ja two. All the children spoke. Two one ja two. Two two ja four. Loudly,
Loudly,
loudly.
yes.
They spoke. They listened. They spoke, and that is how they inculcated everything. And even today, we have
So we
we
remember
remember
the
everything.
tables.
All
Yes,
the tables
yes.
we remember.
We remember, yes.
So this is how we learnt. Course was little, but we learnt more. Now course is too much, learning less.
Mm. Good
because
point. Good
because the
point.
system is not correct actually. They their course should be reduced. At the same time, teaching style should be like storytelling time. I tell you stories and poems we have remembered. We even today after 50 years or 50, more than 50 years, सूरज निकला कलियां सूरज निकला कलियां बोनी कलियों ने भी आंखें खोली आसमान में लाली छाई एंड लाइक twinkle twinkle little star how why I wonder what you are.
Wonder what you are.
Every
Yeah.
English and Hindi poem I can tell even today. How? Because it was taught me in fact that way. So
Correct.
that is why I tell you course must be reduced. Actually, because of that humongous course, our students don't have time to play. And
Correct.
second thing, mobile has come
Yeah, yeah. That's definitely there. Yeah.
to suck their time. And
Correct.
now students are wasting a lot of time
Lot
on
of time.
mobile phone. And
Social media eats up your time.
and I tell you, parents are doing mistake. Parents are
Yes.
responsible for this because
Yes.
they are giving mobile to children to so that they can be silent.
Be quiet. Yeah.
They quiet, silent, and they can enjoy their life. This is not correct actually. So I tell you, first thing, education course must be reduced. Second thing, mobile. If children are using, there should be a watch on them.
You should
There should be
monitor
an
the screen
eye, yeah,
time.
eye an eye.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
must be their eye, an eye on them. What they
Right.
are doing actually, are they watching correct thing or wrong thing?
Right.
Are they going on wrong platforms or
Paths.
not?
Yes.
So
Yes.
this is
Yes.
very important. But parents don't have time. Both are working nowadays. Mostly both are working, so they don't have time to interact with children. Earlier what happened actually, at the dining table at least they spoke, they talked, they conversed, and that is how the parents could know what my children are doing. But now when dining table is ready, dinner is ready, parents are busy on their mobiles and children are busy on their mobiles. How can you expect anything?
Agree. Agreed. 100%. And it's like you said, it's very important to see what the kids are watching, because
Yes.
it's easy to get attracted by the wrong things.
Definitely, man.
Wrong
And they are
things.
very sensitive mind, sensitive
Yeah.
brain. They
Yeah.
pick up very quickly, like because
Impressionable age.
they grasp very
Impressionable age.
quickly. Yes,
Yeah, it's an impressionable age, right? So they
yes.
they get
And
attracted to wrong things also.
obesity. Why obesity? Because they are not going to play outdoor games.
Correct.
They are not
Correct.
running. They are not
Video
walking.
games. Video
Oh,
games.
video games. So that is these things actually. I believe first teacher is father or mother. You can say parents are the first teacher. Second teacher is a school teacher. So if first of all parents should tell them what to do or not to do, then teacher comes in picture. And third thing is very important, which is not being taken into consideration, is friends of children.
Oh my God, that is
Who,
so important.
oh my God, so important.
That
With
is
who my child is
child is
playing,
talking.
with
Yes.
whom my child is spending time.
That is why I used to attend. I was a single parent. I'm still a single parent now. My son has finished his degree. He's working. But I used to take time off and attend parent teachers meet and talk to all the parents, because I have to know where my son's friend comes from, what is
Yes.
the background, whether they teach values to the kids. So that's why parent teachers meet. It's so important, not just to go and understand whether your son got grade 1 or grade 2, whether he got A or O. That's not the point. You learn
E-
so much from there.
Even I tell you one more important thing. When you go for marriage of your daughter or your son, we always see the family.
Yes.
How what father does, what mother does,
That
how they
is
live, what is the status, but we never see the friends
correct.
of the child
Family friends,
with
yes.
whom he or she spent time.
He mingles, yeah. Yeah.
because they inculcate all the bad habits, you know.
Correct. Correct.
Parents never want their children to destroy their life or ruin their life,
No,
but
definitely.
friends can do it. So what should be done actually? The remedy is parents must interact with children throughout the life.
Yeah.
At least in the beginning, very important. When child comes or girl comes or boy comes, what happened? My daughter in the school, what did you do? And the same thing with the son. What did you do? How was your school today? Like your Nan Kumar sir asked, how is your life? So how is your life? So how was your school? And if you start asking these things and children start telling you, and if they make any mistake, you don't scold them. you
Correct.
you you te-
Absolutely right. Absolutely.
you just tell them, you just make them understand that it is not correct, this is correct, and what to do, what not to do. Like a daughter comes and says, a father asks, what did you do, beta? She says, papa, I went to movie with my friend, and I bunked the school. So now what our Indian parents do, they start beating
Hitting. Yeah.
or scolding. Instead of that, if
Sit and have a talk.
they say, daughter, you could have gone on Sunday. It is holiday, and you could tell me, I would have dropped you.
Hmm. Hmm.
Why did you bunk the school? And this is how the daughter will have the confidence in the parents, and
Correct.
then she will tell everything. But if you scold or beat, next time she will not tell to you, and then somebody else will misguide.
Correct. See, even now, my son is 22 now. He lives around 350 kilometers away from where I live because he's got his job there. But even now, at any given time, I'll know what he's doing and where he is.
Beautiful.
I will know. I'll be very confident. 6 o'clock, he'll be there. 7 o'clock, he'll be there. I'll know. You know, and it's not like we keep talking. No, it's not that. But there is an exchange of information always.
Yeah,
You know,
but actually now he's 22. I tell you, the
he
teenage is
manages everything.
teenage is dangerous age. Means 13 to
Yeah,
19 is
now
teenage.
now he's out of it. He's earning. He's taking care of his living.
Yeah,
I'm taking care of my living.
yeah.
He's
Now
I, wa-
you
I want him to learn also. I want him
yeah,
to experience it, how
miss
it is to pay rent, how it
yeah.
is to pay electricity. He should know all that.
No, this is the time when if you don't ask anything, then it's okay.
It's okay.
But at the time of teenage, 13 or
Very
and
important.
19,
Very important.
that time very important for parents to
No,
talk to.
that boy makes it a point to tell me because I live alone. So he wants to make me feel good. You know, that's why he does it. Oh, we've
See,
come to
it is
the
your
feedback
parenting
time.
actually. It is your
Correct.
parenting. You have
Okay.
done so well parenting actually. That's why
Thank you.
he is in that way. Yeah, that way.
Thank you. Thank you. So soon we've come to the feedback time. I didn't even realize because you speak so well, and your
Thank you very
thoughts
much.
are so good. Your thoughts are so good, and you speak seamlessly. So nice.
Thank you.
It's so lovely. It was a delightful conversation, actually. Very delightful conversation. So,
Yeah, definitely. Very important points were discussed.
correct, correct. So, but because you told me about IGNO and all that, I thought, okay, we'll talk about education. You know,
No, actually, that's why I agreed. No, I
mm,
wanted to discuss on the topic business case studies. I could speak on a lot on that because
right.
I went through the topic. So, but when you just told, and I agreed immediately.
That was very good. It was a delightful conversation I had with you. Thank you so much. I should
Welcome,
thank
welcome.
you. Thank you for joining my session. And next time, you tell me what you want to talk about. Okay, you decide what you want
No,
to
no,
talk
no.
about.
I never care actually. I told you, no. I always take challenges. I'm member of Toastmaster Club also. Yesterday,
Oh,
uh,
Toastmaster.
yeah,
Okay, good.
yesterday it was 600 meeting. So it
Hmm.
was means organized in banquet hall, and when I joined the meeting, many past members also came. So they gave me a role all of a sudden to
Oh,
act as a girl's father, and you have to go for wedding of your daughter. So I
okay.
accepted. Then they asked me to dance. I danced also.
Oh, that's
Everything.
lovely.
I can do. I believe that I can take any challenge, and I do it.
That's beautiful. That's lovely. Very delightful. Yeah. So, thank you so much. I look forward to talking to you again.
Definitely, definitely. I
And
think tomorrow
yeah,
there will be a
you put the slot,
meeting.
and have a lovely evening ahead.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It
Bye
was
bye.
delightful talking to you.
Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.